key to surviving a recession? Don't overreact. Look for ways to raise capital, says Peter Christie. An interview by Teresa Zink. Peter Christie is chairman of Freeman Christie LLC, an independent advisory firm which works on strategy for insurance-related organizations and risk issues for professional firms, associations, and corporations. Until May 1999, he was vice chairman of Aon Group, Inc. of Chicago. He spoke on Surviving a Recession, a Global Perspective at HB Legal Conference's Global Reinsurance Forum, held October 6th and 7th in Boston. When asked in mid-November to advise insurers and reinsurers seeking guidance on how to weather a recession, industry strategist and advisor Peter Christie focused on two critical points. First, he said, avoid overreaction to market forces that would result in volatile pricing that can damage your customer base. Second, look for ways to raise capital and shore up your ability to raise capital. When he spoke on the subject of surviving a recession at HB Legal's Global Reinsurance Forum in early October, he says, I think the majority view of the panel and in the room was that the insurance market is going to be relatively unscathed by these events. However, he added, I think as time has gone by since the seminar, some may have less confidence in whether that is true. It looks to me like the industry's asset side is going to be more badly damaged than I would have guessed. A flight to quality. He predicts that as financial woes increase, insurers and reinsurers are likely to see a flight to quality by customers. Those insurers and reinsurers that remain strong will be relatively more attractive as counterparties than was the case before, says Christie. That in itself, I think, is a dangerous event because it can damage the smaller players even more. Does Christie see a hardening of the market in the near future? Yes, we are at the stage now where half the people think it is hardening and half the people don't, which is usually the point just before it does, he explains. I think markets often wait for an excuse to harden, and I think they're getting their excuse right now. They have enough damage on the balance sheets and will need to rebuild their position, he said. The predicted hardening may be slowed down a little by companies seeking to take advantage of competitors' weaknesses or attempts to build market share quickly. There might be a short-term effect of maintaining a soft market in some pockets, but I think the trend is clearly in the opposite direction, Christie says. Danger of overreaction. In the short term, this is good news for insurers who will be able to build up their balance sheets again. However, Christie warns, it seems to me the big danger is that we get an overreaction that makes pricing to the consumer extremely volatile and extremely expensive. According to Christie, the last time we had a really hard market, it took years for the insurance industry to regain its reputation as being a place to stabilize cost. I think if we can't deliver a more stable cost environment, then we are running the risk that we won't have a place in the financial world. We must be careful that, while we need some cost adjustments, to try not to make them so extreme that they defeat the very object of insurance, Christie warns. Customers' memories are longer than we might think, and they don't always understand the rationales as well as we can understand the rationales. What can reinsurers and insurers do to help promote this kind of stability? The obvious answer is people should act reasonably, but I'm a bit of a cynic about human nature, and I'm not sure that is going to happen, Christie jokes.